Have you ever had the thought, who am I to apply for this job? Or maybe, do I even deserve to be here? If you're a dancer transitioning into a new career, chances are you've wrestled with imposter syndrome. In today's video, I want to unpack why dancers feel imposter syndrome so strongly during a career change, some powerful mindset shifts to break free from it, and how you can confidently own your dance experience while interviewing and networking. Hi, I'm Kaylee and I help professional dancers find meaning off the stage. So if you're a dancer thinking about retirement, hit subscribe. So what is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is the belief that your success isn't deserved, that you've somehow tricked people into thinking that you're more capable than you actually are. Psychologists first identified it in 1978, and studies since then show that up to 82% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their career. For dancers, it often shows up when you're leaving the stage and pursuing something new. You've spent years performing and training and literally being judged on whether you're good enough. And when you step into a new field, that inner critic doesn't just go away. Instead of seeing your discipline, creativity, resilience as a valuable skill, you might downplay them and feel like they don't count in the professional world. That's classic imposter syndrome at work. There's also a phenomenon that was brought to my attention by ballet dancer Ali Block, and it's called Retroactive Imposter Syndrome. By the way, you can check out our conversation with Ali here. Retroactive imposter syndrome is when you look back and start questioning if you were even ever good as a dancer. You might have thoughts like, maybe I wasn't really that talented, or maybe my career wasn't as legitimate as I thought. And research backs this up. People who strongly identify with their profession, like dancers, often struggle with self-doubt when they leave it. But let me set the record straight. Your dance career was real. If you got paid to dance full-time at multiple companies, it wasn't a fluke. And the fact that you're questioning it now is a symptom of that same imposter syndrome. So how do you shift your mindset? Here are 3 key reframes. First, get specific. Instead of asking vague questions like, was I good enough? Ask something more specific. Like, what did dance train me to do that applies in this new environment? Studies show that reframing skills in terms of their specific transferability increases confidence and decreases those imposter feelings. Next, quit trying to prove yourself. Imposter syndrome thrives on the idea of having to prove yourself. But you're not changing careers to prove anything. You're here to learn and grow. Carol Dweck's research on a growth mindset shows that people who focus on learning versus performing experience less anxiety and more resilience. And finally, give yourself permission. Too often, dancers are stuck waiting for other people's permission, whether that's a teacher, a choreographer, or a casting director. In your new life off the stage, you have to be the one to give yourself permission. You decide that your background is valuable. And that shift alone can be incredibly empowering. So what would it look like if you gave yourself permission today? Permission to apply for a new role if it excites you, even if you don't check every single box. Permission to talk about your dance experience without minimizing it. Permission to be a beginner again without shame. Research in organizational psychology shows that people who self-affirm, literally reminding themselves of their value and their achievements, experience lower stress and perform better in interviews. So, giving yourself permission isn't just fluffy self-help. It's a proven strategy for confidence and reducing imposter syndrome. And if you're ready for that next step, I want to personally invite you to our upcoming workshop. In this live session, we'll show you how to confidently talk about your dance experience in a way that recruiters really understand. You'll learn how to reframe your strengths without minimizing your dance background. In the workshop, we'll be joined by a real recruiter who's also a former dancer, and she'll give you resume feedback, interview tips, and more. So if imposter syndrome is making you freeze up in the job search, this workshop is for you. I'll drop the link in the description so you can secure your spot. So here's the takeaway. Imposter syndrome is normal, but it's not necessary. Sure, you shouldn't expect that just because you want something means it's definitely going to happen. That's not what I'm suggesting here. But what I do really want to get across is that your dance skills are valuable. And even if you only have dance experience, you can still stand out in other industries. So Don't limit yourself with stories about what you might be lacking. Give yourself permission and see what happens. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.